Hello and welcome, Janet Beckers here with your wonderful web TV tip of the week. Today I'm going to share a quote with you from my chapter in my book, Romance Your Tribe Online. It's a chapter that's called The Red Dragon Walking Stick. And this is my chapter that is one of the most important ones actually, because it's all about mindset and what you need to have in place in order to have the right stuff happening here to create success. Now, this chapter here is, if you're this quote here, I'll just read it out to you, is very often the reason that we might feel guilt or feel afraid of letting people down is that we're not setting boundaries. So what do I mean by that? You need to be very, very clear on what can be expected of you and what cannot be expected of you. What are your boundaries? Let me give you some examples. It may very well be that I am available to be contacted via phone between these hours and these hours, as an example. So if you contact me outside of those hours, then you're going to get a voicemail and you won't get it returned until the following. That could be one. It could very well be, as an example for me, when it comes to telephone, is you can't get on the phone and just talk to me. You have to let me know what it is that you're wanting, and you have to be able to book in beforehand to be able to get on the phone with me, because otherwise I could spend all day on the phone with people. So that is an example. People know that and they know the procedure to go through. The same thing with email. You know, you can say, okay, this is what you can be expecting as a return time on emails. It's not an hour, okay? So you don't have to feel guilty that you're letting people down because you haven't replied straight away. Let people know, okay, you can expect a reply within 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever it is going to be for your business. So know what your boundaries are. Know things like, okay, I can get on the phone and give you an hour of really, really good consultation time, but I'm not doing it for free because it's unfair to people who do pay me. So that's your boundary. Your boundary might be different. So know what your boundaries are. If you don't, the people who are out there, they could be your customers, potential customers, your staff, your family. People do not know what are your barriers. So they don't know. What are your boundaries? They could be going over them and they don't even know, okay? So it's up to you to be clear on what they are and to communicate them. Because then you know, okay, well, these are my rules. So if somebody's sends me an email and it's 7 o'clock at night, I don't have to feel really bad that I haven't replied to it that night. Simple example. You don't be feeling guilt or letting people down because, come on, it's beyond the boundaries. It's beyond what you already set. So, how does this work for you? I know that this is something that a lot of the people who I work with, when they first come to me, have a lot of trouble with. They think they've set boundaries, but they haven't, and they're not communicating them. And as a result, they're never able to switch off because they just always feel as if they've got to be giving, and feeling really bad if they haven't given, and then get resentful because people expect them. So, bit of a long one today, but I tell you what, it's a really important one. So I'd love to hear from you. You know, what sort of boundaries do you have in place? Are you communicating them? Are you feeling exhausted and as everybody's always pulling on you? Do you have a sense of guilt a lot in your business? If you do, these are big alarm bells to you to look at these boundaries. So I'd love to hear from you if you want to share them down below. Now, again, I've got lots of great resources to be able to help you. If you have a look here through past web TV episodes, I've got lots of ones that I've shared with you on being able to help you with this process. And it's also something that I do when I work really closely with people. And also, you know, in my free training, if you go over, if you have a look down, there'll be links down below here to go and get a couple of free chapters of my book on Romance Your Tribe Online. There's some things in there that are going to help you. As an example, there's one tip in that chapter that I give you for free that's going to help you to be able to set up on a daily basis so you can take control over your emotions. So anyway, there's links down below for that, and I really am looking forward to hearing from you down below.